Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Now this morning, I got up, I ate a leftover hamburger, I had some water, I had my coffee, and while I was scrolling through Instagram, doing my rounds, checking out all the social media stuff, making sure I wasn't behind on anything, checking my own platforms, checking out what other people are doing after I realized nothing was happening on my own platforms because this channel is like a week old, I came across something that is blowing up on the internet right now, both figuratively and literally, because supposedly it did blow up at one point. And that is the world's biggest piece of shit ever, RX-8, has suddenly blown up, according to the owner, blown up. So some backstory on this. I don't know this person at all. I don't really care. This car is an absolute hunk of shit that is totally unsafe to be on the road. Whether or not he actually does drive it on the road, I don't know. But you can check it out here. It's Stancy Pants on Instagram here. And you can see, it's this RX-8, which he does, it looks like, use on the road sometimes. This was taken 2 years ago. So I don't know if he still uses it on the road to this day. As a matter of fact, it looks like he does. So this car is obviously one of those like super stanced out, total piece of junk car. It's not safe for the road at all. Having something with that extreme amount of camber and like a tire contact patch that's like literally that big, one that's going to debead or it's just going to explode, and you have like zero traction. So if you actually had to panic stop or anything like that, the car's not panic stopping. It has no real suspension. It's totally unsafe, unfit for the road completely, on top of just being a dumb car to build. But that's not what we're here for, right? This car is obviously a big hunk of shit. It's generated a ton of attention all over the internet, because everyone is telling him it's a piece of shit car. And he's put it together really poorly. He is known for doing super shoddy work. And today, the post that is blowing up, it is now at 100,000 likes. And it's a picture of his car, front end on it is burned. And the caption reads, "I understand a lot of people out there hold hatred towards me, my car, my business, etc. But this is a line that shouldn't be crossed. Endangering lives by blowing up a vehicle on the road next to people's homes is not all right in any way, shape, or form. Whether you have animosity toward me or not, I do not accept acts of violence or hatred such as this to anyone or anything." And we can look at the photos here. The front of the car, right? Only the front of the car is burned, right? If you look at that, only the front of the car is burned. There's a tire that popped from the heat and nothing else on the car is burned. The only thing here that's suspicious outside, the front of the car is burned, right? This is already indicative of literally just an engine bay fire. Other than the windshield being broken right there, I don't know what that could have been caused by. That could have already been there for all I know. And then just some pictures of the build, throughout all the years that he has been building it. But here's the thing. This is pretty much plain and simple an engine bay fire. And if you don't believe me, right, look at the hotspot here. It's on the nose of the car, right? That's where the hood is literally gone from being melted. You want to know where the ECU location is on a Mazda RX-8? There you go. We got an RX-8 program control module, PCM, which is the ECU, right here. And it's right next to the battery, on the front of the engine. Literally, it's in the engine bay. This was not a case of arson, plain and simple. This was not a case of arson. This car was a piece of shit that caught on fire from really shoddy work. And if you go over to his Instagram stories, this gets even better. Just wait. So blah, blah, blah. I appreciate all of you checking in, police investigation underway, getting security camera footage from the neighbors. Don't endanger other people because you're upset how I build cars. If you have an issue with me, talk to me about it. I'm not interested in my family, friends, and neighbors getting hurt in the process. Side note, literally no one got hurt on this, so it's kind of just virtue signaling. And for those who need to know the story, 2:30 a.m. got a call from my grandparents that the fire department was outside the house. Multiple neighbors heard an explosion in the night. Pieces flew everywhere and into other yards. It was determined that there was an accelerant added to the intake and ignited after the arson investigator arrived. First of all, that sentence makes like no sense the way that's worded. My grandpa was outside watching the car he helped me build burn to the ground. The car doesn't have insurance. No, the car doesn't have insurance. There will be no check. All I want is for no one to ever do this to anyone else. He just said he has no insurance on the car. So the car is a heaping pile of shit with way too much camber, zero suspension, and a ton of shoddy work that he has documented. And like, if you look through the comments, he is known for loads of shoddy work. It says like all over the place, like no one blew that up, come on. Like normal electrical fire, go burr. Like there's electrical/wiring job gone wrong. Come on, man. This guy is known for shoddy work. And guess what? The front of his car caught on fire where the ECU is, where he has done shoddy work. And what makes it even worse, he's literally just virtue signaling. Like, no one should do this. This is unsafe. Bro, your f***ing car is unsafe. Your car is uninsured, has like zero contact with the ground because it cambers at negative 20 degrees. And that's not safe to drive and you have no insurance. What's gonna happen next time you go out for a photo shoot and you can't panic stop because you have an inch of tire on the ground? And you have no insurance? How is that not a problem? You're concerned about other safety, but you have no insurance on a car that's literally unsafe to drive on the road? And what makes this even dumber, look at all these hashtags, right? He's just hashtag stuffed it. You wanna know why? Like, oh, feel bad for me. My car exploded. Somebody caught it on fire. No, your car caught on fire because it was a heaping pile of shit. And the quote, the supposed explosion that your neighbors heard was literally just your tire popping from heat. Your car was a heaping pile of shit and it caught on fire. And now you're posting it on the internet for clout. Why do you think all those hashtags are there? Hashtags are there for a reason. He wants more people to know that his car caught on fire and that supposedly somebody blew it up. It's an investigation. They're getting security camera footage. Bro, your car caught on fire because it's a piece of shit. Why are you still chasing clout? I'm glad that car caught on fire. That thing is literally unsafe for the road. Go through a lot of these comments, you'll see a lot of what I'm saying as well. Right? There's a lot of people saying, you know, like, oh, that's f***ed up, you know, somebody caught your car on fire. And then there's a lot of comments that are just like, this is definitely... There were some people saying that it was an insurance job. He already said he had no insurance, so that rules that out. But a lot of this, like, there's tons of comments that are just saying, like, this is not arson, dude. Your car caught on fire because it is a piece of garbage. Right, here we go. Endangering lives while driving this on the street with no insurance is worse than this. What I was saying, your car caught on fire in the road, and you're whining about endangering people? Are you f***ing kidding me? Your car caught on fire on the road and you're gonna whine about endangering people. That entire car is endangering people every single time it is on the road. The amount of people claiming there was a quote explosion clearly don't know how hot a fire is. Also, that metal melted inwards. Looks like a short that caused the battery to overheat and blow. Definitely seen this before. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this wasn't done by someone else. Seemed more likely that this hack job of a car caught on fire all on its own. Nice clout post though. This is exactly what I was talking about. This highlights it even more. Generally with arson, they catch the interior on fire, like break the window and throw something in there. Worked at a shop for 11 years, never once seen an arson fire start in the engine bay. Maybe he's saying this for insurance reasons. He's saying this for clout. He wants people to think that somebody caught his car on fire because, you know, he's generating all this hate and people have so much hate in their hearts to blow up my car. Your car caught on fire because it's a heaping pile of shit. That's the truth of the matter. And the fact that you're clout chasing on this is even more pathetic. Also, shout out to all the other influencers who are commenting on this post, just trying to also get attention by virtue signaling, saying, hey, like, I'm the good influencer. I feel bad for you. I'm so sorry this happened. Let me rack up a couple thousand likes on my comment. This comment, while the accuracy on this message unavailable, this content may have been deleted by the owner or hidden by their privacy settings. You may be able to view it on Facebook. I think there's a pretty good chance that this post will end up getting deleted or modified because the truth of the matter is nobody caught that car on fire. It's a f***ing pile of shit that's unsafe for the road that caught itself on fire, which further proves the point that it is a pile of shit that's unsafe for the road. Don't ever whine about safety when you're driving something like that, massively endangering anyone around you anytime that vehicle moves on a road. If you're genuinely concerned about safety, you would not be driving something with 40 degrees of camber, an inch of tire contact on the ground, and no insurance. It's pathetic. Anyways, this story is yet to fully unfold. This post was just 21 hours ago, so I guess we'll see here in the coming hours and days the truth of this actually come out. And I guess we'll see if he builds another piece of car. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, get subscribed so you don't miss out on future videos. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok. I'll see you guys in the next one.